In the world of classic American muscle, few silhouettes are as instantly recognizable or as highly coveted as the 1971 Plymouth Barracuda, especially when it carries the legendary Hemi badge. These cars are the undisputed titans of the E-body era, often fetching seven-figure sums at high-end auctions. However, the car we're discussing today is a fascinating master of disguise that challenges everything we know about purist restorations and model identity. At first glance, you are looking at a sinister, blacked-out 1971 Hemi Cuda, complete with the iconic shaker hood and those aggressive fender gills. But if you were to dig into the paperwork and check the hidden serial numbers, you would find a very different story. This vehicle, affectionately known as the Mongrel, started its life not as a Plymouth, but as a 1973 Dodge Challenger Rallye. This project is a testament to the creativity and technical skill found in the restomod community, where the boundaries between brands and model years often blur in the pursuit of the ultimate driving machine. To understand why someone would go to such lengths to transform a Challenger into a Barracuda, one must look at the market dynamics of the E-body platform. While the Dodge Challenger and the Plymouth Barracuda share the same basic chassis and many mechanical components, the 1971 Cuda remains the holy grail for collectors. By the time 1973 rolled around, federal regulations and the looming oil crisis had begun to stifle the muscle car era. The 1973 models featured heavier bumpers and lacked the raw, unfiltered performance options of their predecessors. For the builder of the Mongrel, the 1973 Challenger provided a solid, structurally sound foundation, but the vision was always focused on the peak aesthetic of 1971. The transformation from a Dodge to a Plymouth is no simple task. It requires more than just a badge swap. It involves significant sheet metal surgery. The front clip of the car had to be completely reimagined to host the 1971 Cuda's distinctive dual headlight grille and nose. Moving to the rear, the Challenger's taillight panel was removed in favor of the Cuda's quadruple round taillight arrangement. Even the wheelbase and body lines had to be carefully massaged to ensure the proportions looked factory correct. The result is a car that looks so convincing that even a seasoned Mopar enthusiast might be fooled from 20 feet away. It captures the short deck, long hood aggression that defined the E-body style, but with a rebellious twist that sets it apart from a standard restoration. Underneath that shaker hood sits the true heart of the beast, and it certainly lives up to the Hemi nameplate. Instead of a standard vintage engine, this Mongrel is powered by a massive 472 cubic inch Hemi V8, a crate engine. This power plant is a modern take on the classic 426 Elephant engine, offering even more displacement and a level of reliability that original engines struggle to match. The engine bay is a work of mechanical art, featuring a clean layout that emphasizes the sheer physical size of the Hemi cylinder heads. It's equipped with an aluminum radiator to handle the cooling duties and a modern fuel system to ensure the monster V8 gets the nourishment it needs. This isn't just a trailer queen designed for car shows, it is a high-performance machine built to shred tires and dominate the local drag strip or cruising scene. The mechanical upgrades continue throughout the chassis to ensure the car can handle all that Hemi power. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a heavy-duty automatic transmission and a rugged rear end geared for brisk acceleration. To bring this heavy metal beast to a halt, the builder installed a comprehensive Wilwood disc brake system at all four corners. This is a critical upgrade, as the original drum brakes of the 1970s are notoriously inadequate for a car with nearly 500 cubic inches of displacement. The suspension has also been modernized with high-performance shocks and beefier sway bars, giving this E-body a level of cornering composure that would have been unthinkable in 1973. It sits on a set of deep-dish wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson rubber, giving it a staggered, pro-touring stance that screams performance. Inside the cabin, the Mongrel maintains its theme of blending classic style with modern functionality. The interior has been completely refreshed with high-quality materials, featuring bucket seats that offer significantly more support than the flat benches found in original models. A custom center console houses the shifter, and the dashboard has been updated with a set of aftermarket gauges that provide accurate readings of the engine's vitals. Despite the modern touches, the cockpit still feels quintessentially 1970s, retaining that driver-centric layout that makes these cars so engaging to operate. It's a space designed for long-distance cruises, offering a level of comfort that makes the high-horsepower engine surprisingly manageable. The beauty of a build like this lies in its honesty. The creator isn't trying to pass this off as a numbers-matching survivor to scam a collector. Instead, they're celebrating the modularity of the Mopar platform. Calling it a Mongrel is a badge of honor, acknowledging that it's a hybrid of different years, brands, and philosophies. It takes the best parts of the Challenger's structural integrity and combines them with the Barracuda's legendary looks and the Hemi's overwhelming power. In a hobby that can sometimes become overly obsessed with factory-correct date codes and original painting markings, the Mongrel is a breath of fresh air. It reminds us that cars are meant to be a canvas for personal expression, and above all else, they're meant to be driven. As this car makes its way through the automotive news cycle and potentially onto an auction block, it serves as a fascinating case study in vehicle valuation. While it won't command the price of a genuine 1971 Hemi Cuda convertible, its unique build quality and high-performance components make it an incredibly desirable piece for a buyer who wants the look and the speed without the anxiety of damaging a piece of history. You can take this car out on a Friday night, floor the accelerator, and enjoy the roar of the 472 Hemi without worrying about devaluing a piece of history. It's a car built for the enthusiast who values the experience of the drive over the prestige of a VIN plate. In conclusion, the E-Body Mongrel is a spectacular example of what happens when vision and craftsmanship collide. It bridges the gap between Dodge and Plymouth, between 1971 and 1973, and between classic muscle and modern resto-modding. It's a car with a secret identity, a hidden history, and a very loud personality. Whether you call it a Cuda, a Challenger, or a Mongrel, there's no denying that this is one of the coolest and most creative Mopars on the road today. It stands as a tribute to the enduring legacy of the E-Body and the limitless possibilities of the American automotive spirit.